Rocky says hello. Rocky is getting a millet treat in his cage, which is not his normal, that's for sure. I saved them only for trying to hand tame him. But right now, we need to talk about if you have a little birdie and your house is cold at night, like mine is, you're probably very worried, especially with the parakeet, that they'll catch cold, and that's not good. So when I got Rocky, he's a little rescue bird. I really didn't want a parakeet. I love them. I've had them before when I had a warmer house. Oh, Rock, I know, it's very weird. But I knew that this place got super cold. You know, electric heat, cathedral ceiling, it's just cold. And, you know, I saved his life by getting him, but then I didn't want him to die from the cold. So I was looking on Amazon. I thought, what? They must have something. So immediately I thought about those little fuzzy tents, you know, that they can go into. And I was watching a girl on YouTube, and she said not to get them the fuzzy tents because they can pick at it and they'll get all that fuzz caught and they could choke to death. And then I found this bird plate warmer. It's called, this one particularly is called K&H. And I knew Rocky is a very anxious bird, very anxious. More so than I think I've ever seen any bird. I've had him for 4.5 months, and basically he sits right there all day and all night, and he's just recently been venturing out a little bit, and when he does, he gets real nervous and he can't fly good. And this little toy is the only toy that he'll tolerate in his cage. Every other toy that I put in, he hates it. Either he freaks out, or he'll go all the way around it and he won't go near the perches that I have it near. So I can't even have a toy in his cage. The only reason I bought this K&H warmer is because a couple of people on Amazon said that it had like a reflection in it. It was shiny and it reflected like a kind of like they could see themselves like a mirror. And if you've had birds before, you know they love a mirror. They think it's another bird. So a couple people said that their bird would just talk to it like it was a mirror. But this, when I got it, it's completely matte gray. There was no reflection. So Rocky did decide, he got very brave today, and he came out of his cage for a while. And while he was out, I got this in the mail yesterday, and when he was out, I hooked it up. And then when I got him back in his cage, he was like, He just sat right there on that perch, bottom perch. He's like, And I didn't know what to do. I was like, this isn't going to work. I kind of didn't think it would, because he has high anxiety. Right, Rock? Poor little Rocky. He's got major panic disorder and social phobias. A good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. So, and then I thought maybe I got millet too in the package from Amazon yesterday. So I thought, you know what, I'll just put the millet there. You like that? So right now he's kind of tolerating it. He's not snuggling up to it, but he's not surprised. He's not jumping away from it. Are you done with that millet? Huh? I think you're done with it. Well, I really like this thing. I mean, it's not hot and it doesn't throw out heat, but it's just perfect. I mean, they really did make it a perfect temperature, but they need to snuggle up to it to keep warm. They can't, like, he's pretty close to it, but I don't think he can feel any heat from it. Can you feel heat from that rock? I don't think you can. Let Mama Bird feel. Maybe he can feel a little heat from that. I think he might. It's made so it doesn't, of course it doesn't burn them, right? You keep the little chicken wing warm on your hot plate. See your little chicken wing? Keep your little chicken wings warm. So they're really meant to snuggle up to it to keep warm. But he's kind of tolerating it. Are you tolerating that rock? Well, I might have to keep millet there for you. You're going to get as fat as I don't know, you're going to balloon up. But that's okay. So we shall see what happens. If Rocky gets used to this little heater, this is going to be wonderful, because I was so worried he was going to get sick. Even though I put 2 blankets over the cage at night, this place is just cold and drafty. And if I turn the heat up, it would cost a ridiculous amount of money to turn the heat up all night long. And there's nothing else I could do with them. So they do have little perches, heated perches. He might have tolerated that more. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with this. I'm surprised he's kind of just not jumping away from it. It might feel good, just that little bit of heat. It might take him a while to cuddle up next to it, but what do you think, Rock? What do you think? You have to tell everybody. We want an honest review, okay? Well, if he likes it and he cuddles up to it, I'll certainly let you know. But right now, I'm really surprised that he's tolerating this. Like, really surprised. So that hopefully is a solution to the cold winter will be here very soon. All right. Bye. Say bye, Rocky.